going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the best tight ends currently in MUT 25 at every single budget. A lot of times when I'm live streaming over on Twitch and even on Twitter, people will reach out and say, Pop, I got 300K, I need a tight end, who do I pick up? That's what we're going to cover in this video, and all throughout the month of November, and we've already done it a few times this week, we'll be covering and doing videos on different positional groups and the best cards for every budget. So be on the lookout for more videos like this. If you guys enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and click that thumbs up. So let's go ahead and jump on into it, and we're going to start with our best free options at tight end. This is a brand new card, so it's a MCS/USAA kind of promotional card here. Literally all you have to do is log in to get this 86 overall Rob Gronkowski. Now the card isn't really good as a receiving threat, but take a look at that 90 run block. That's the highest run block in the game for any tight end, and you can have this card literally in 5 seconds just by logging in. The main reason that I bring this card up is because you can put him at tight end number 3 and, you know, substitute him in when you're running the ball, or if you get to a 3rd and 4th and goal from the 1, or even a 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1, you know, where you need some crucial yards and you're going to be running the ball, put this card in for a play or two just when you're running, and the 90 run block should help you out there. And the overall best free option at tight end, no brainer here, it's going to be the Season 3 Field Pass Martellus Bennett. This card is the total package when you're looking for a tight end here. So you got 6'6". He gives you the height, 89 speed at the 91 OVR level. We definitely have faster tight ends out there, but I think the 89 speed combined with the 89 catching, the route running is pretty good, 87 short, 88 mid, and then you also get 85 run block on this card. We just talked about how that Gronk card has the best run block in the game. This is the second best, but this card's an actual receiving threat. So the fact that this is just such a dual threat card and he's free 100%, you have other choices and other options to use those Season 3 tickets and upgrade tokens on. But if you need a tight end, I feel like this card will have a lot of staying power, because eventually, even when he slides back to TE2 or TE3, he's always going to have that run blocking threat. And if you ever want to surprise your opponent and put him in the game but then go play action or just pass the ball, if they maybe kind of pick up on the keys, you know, when you substitute this guy in that you're running, it's, you know, he provides that receiving threat to throw your opponent off. So that's going to be your best free option. The best tight end under 50,000 coins will be Redux David Njoku. You can find this card for about 33,000 coins. 6'4", 86 speed, 87 catching, 84 short route running, 83 mid. His run block is only 62. Nothing amazing about this card, but if you're just building your team and you're looking for a tight end and you haven't earned the Martellus Bennett yet for 33K, not a bad pickup. And then just kind of keeping the theme of run blocking tight ends, this card is abysmal when it comes to passing or being a receiving threat, but game time Chris Manhurts has 80 run block, and that's also one of the higher run blocks in the game. So just like we talked about with that USAA Gronk card, if you don't get that card for whatever reason, this one right here is literally 5,000 coins. This might even be cheaper than that on average, but he's a good option to have at tight end 3 or even fullback 2. You're not going to get any team chemistries from that, but you can always put these types of players who have high run block, and that's all they're really good for. You can always sneak them in your roster at fullback to get that added blocking bonus there. So those are your best options under 50K. The best tight end under 100,000 coins is probably my favorite budget-friendly tight end in the game. It's going to be Breakout Dalton Kincaid. Now, very important to note that you're going to want to apply the Breakout tokens to the upgrade path of this card. By doing so, he's going to jump up to 88 speed, which makes him the fastest tight end in the game under this 100,000 coin price point that we're looking at, and on average you can find him for about 81K. So you jump him up to 88 speed, that gives him +1 to his acceleration, which would bump that up to 86, and then he's got 87 catching, 90 catching traffic, 88 short route running, 87 mid. One thing that you can't see on this screen here, but you'll probably see it in some of the gameplay clips, is that he's really good after the catch as well. He gets a good spin move, he can juke fairly well as well for a tight end. So pretty good speed, he's 6'4", good route running, good catching, and he can make some moves after the catch. and 81K isn't really expensive at all. Moving on to our best tight ends under 150,000 coins, I got two options for you. The first one is going to be Team Builder Trey McBride. This is a champion from the Part 2 drop of this promo, and because he's a divisional champion, that means that he gets any of the NFC West team chemistries. So if you happen to rock a theme team for any of those, you can bump up that speed to 89. 88 is a little bit slow. You can find him for about 119,000 coins, but pretty well rounded outside of the run blocking. You get 88 catch, 88 catch in traffic, 86 spec catch, 89 short route running, and 87 mid. I've gone against this card a handful of times, and he's played pretty well against me. A lot of people tend to use him, but definitely go after him if he fits one of those theme teams for you. And staying under that 150,000 coin price point, we have the AKA Rob Gronkowski. Again, I bring this card up because he has the 80 run blocking, and if you're a runner first and you're looking for a good run blocking tight end to maybe pair up with the Martellus Bennett, you can go out and get this card. You are going to have to spend 109,000 coins for it, but he gives you the 80 run blocking, and then on top of that, he is a fairly good receiving threat. 85 speed is really, really slow, but he does give you good catching, and good route running combined with that 80 run block. Your best tight end under 200,000 coins is going to be most feared Antonio Gates. You can find him for about 195,000 coins. He has 89 speed, and he's 6'4", 90 catching, really good there, 87 catch in traffic, 91 spec catch, and then he does hit the 90 plus threshold on the short route running with a 91 short route running. He also has 89 mid route running. Again, like a lot of the tight ends, we're pointing out the ones that are really good at run blocking. This falls on the other side. He's not good at that at all, but vertical threat archetype, he's a great receiving tight end here, and your best option under 200,000 coins. We're going to jump up to the best option under 300,000 coins, and I kind of feel like this card was slept on, and I'm kind of guilty of it as well. It's going to be Unstoppable Cole Kmet. So he's basically about a week old. We got Part 2 of the Unstoppable promo dropping later this afternoon, and with this card, I think it's going to come down in price today when the new pack offers come out and the Part 2 cards come out, but on average right now, you can find him for 296K. Honestly, when it came out, I was just like, I'm good at the tight end position. I don't really need this card, but the more I looked at it, he gives you 6'6" height, 91 speed, 92 catching, 93 catch in traffic. Both of the route runnings are at 90 plus. You got 93 short route running, 90 mid, and honestly, the 72 run block isn't half bad. He's much more of a receiving threat out there with all of those attributes we just covered, but as we've talked about, the really good receiving threat guys, for the most part, have had like the mid to low or even upper 60s with the run block. He adds in the 72, and along with that and the good route running and the good catching, and obviously being 6'6", he's one of the fastest tight ends that we've seen so far in this video, and that's going to take us to the best tight end in the game, and without a doubt, it's going to be this Player of the Month / Team of the Week George Kittle card. It just came out yesterday, so 92 stock speed, 92 short route running, 91 mid, 93 catch, 92 catch in traffic, 90 spec catch, 83 run blocking. This card gives you everything that you could ever want in a tight end. The only problem is that the set to get this card is extremely expensive to do, and if you just wanted to buy the card outright, he goes for 2.25 million coins. So I certainly understand that most of you watching this video, I don't even want to pay that much for the card. And I know most of you watching this video probably don't want to pay that much or just don't have enough coins. The good news is that his AKA card, and just stare at this card and the attributes one more time before we switch over to the new card, there's not really a huge difference between that 2.25 million Player of the Month card and this 90 overall People's tight end, aka George Kittle. It's basically like -1 in a lot of the important categories. He's got 91 speed versus the 92. He still has a really good run block at 80. The short and the mid route running are both at a 90 plus, so he's not going to run routes any worse than the Player of the Month George Kittle card, which didn't hit, a 95 plus threshold. Obviously, we're a little bit of ways away from that. And then he still gives you 91 catch. The catch in traffic and spec catch aren't as good, but I don't think that's an overall huge deal. This card, I put out a card review on it a couple days ago. It got a 5-star rating from me. He's definitely, to me, the best tight end in the game. Obviously, the Player of the Month card is better, but let's compare the prices now. This card right here, 315,000 coins. It dropped down in price yesterday because of the brand new George Kittle. If you can afford it and you're not using Martellus Bennett, this is the go-to best tight end in the game. Now, of course, because I'm making this video, we'll probably get 50 more new tight ends that come out over the next week or so, and they're all going to be better than this one. But for now, I do think that this AKA George Kittle is the best tight end in the game, and there you have it. Those are the best tight ends all around at every single budget. If there's any player at that position that I snubbed, that I left off the list that you're using, let me know down below in the comment section who I left out. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to another video. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.